Hello, this is my makeup routine. If you're looking for a result like this, keep on watching. If not, you can keep on watching if you want, up to you. But yeah, this is basically gonna be just how I style my makeup. What? That's not the right word. How I do my makeup day to day. I don't want to close my window, but there is gonna be background noise. I'm so sorry. Anyways, the most important step for makeup for me, in my opinion, is having a good base. I'll be honest, I was going like a long time of my life not having any makeup base. Like I would just maybe like moisturize and then call it a day. No, you need to make sure your skin is prepped for the makeup. Otherwise, it's gonna sit flaky or like cakey and dry, and you just don't want that. So, step one, cleanse your face with a cleanser. Make sure it's like you're getting in there, because when you wake up, your face is dirty, it's oily. Like, you don't want to just like rinse with water. You want to make sure you actually are like cleaning the dirt and the sweat and the oil, whatever, off of your face first initially. Otherwise, it's gonna mix in with the other products and it's just like not gonna sit right. So you could do like a hydrating serum like hyaluronic acid. I didn't do that because I don't really need it with my skin prep, but if you want it, then I go in with a thick cream for your face. I have more dry skin, so I find using a heavier cream just more beneficial for my skin. I don't want to talk for oily skin or combination skin, whatever. That's just what works for me. And then I added my SPF just to show that sunscreen doesn't ruin your makeup routine. So I use the CeraVe Cleanser Vanny Cream, which is the body and face lotion. It's like a big one, so it will last you a very long time, most likely. And the Play SPF 50 from Supergoop. So I let that sit. It's been on my face probably for at least, I want to say 5 or 10 minutes. I personally have never liked primer, specifically like a silicone primer. The texture just freaks me out. I don't like it. It's not good. I just could never do it. Even though I knew primer like made your makeup sit nicer. I purchased this aloe vera gel. This is Naka Platinum. Make sure if you're gonna buy something like this, it's not a soothing gel. It is a like actual from the aloe plant. It's made in Canada, so I don't know like where you could get, but you could definitely find something very similar to this. Anyways, I don't take that much. It can be drying if you don't have a moisturizer, which is why it's important to use one. And since I let the SPF dry, it shouldn't be like ruining how it's sitting on my skin. And I'm just gonna let this dry for a second. I'd say this is a pretty minimal routine. Kind of natural, but like you can still tell that you're wearing makeup. That's pretty much always the case anyways, at least for me. Like I can tell when someone's wearing makeup usually. Kind of just wait until it's tacky-ish. I really need one of those fans where you like... Concealer I currently use is the NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Concealer Serum. It's in a pump. It's not like one of these where you're like putting it right on your face. I do also go in with this Tarte Shape Tape one because sometimes I just need a little extra, and sometimes I just have to mix them and hope for the best. Okay, I have this one active pimple, which might be a little bit difficult to cover, but I have succeeded in the past many times. I used to have really bad acne, so I kind of know a little bit of what I'm doing. Anyways, I don't take too much. This is a no foundation zone. I hate foundation. I hate how it feels on my skin. I feel like I'm completely dirty. I don't mind if I look like I have skin texture or if I have like a little bit of like redness or discoloration in my face. Like I really don't care. Anyways, I take it on my hand. No brushes, none, because I don't clean them enough, and also my fingers literally do the same exact thing, if not more, because beauty blenders I find just absorb everything, even though like if you wet it, apparently that will make it not happen. I take some on my middle finger. You can use any finger, but this is my best one, I'd say. I'm not flipping you off, I'm just doing my makeup. And I'm not gonna blend it in right away, especially if I have like a spot like that was right here or this one. I put like a thick layer over it, and I'm just gonna let it sit there for like a couple minutes, because I find when you let it sit, it kind of like absorbs or almost covers it more. I don't know the science. I do a little bit on my nose because usually my nose is pretty red, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer red. I think I literally use one singular makeup brush only for my eyebrows. I have like a few spots And honestly, like, I try to embrace having acne. Not that I have like horrible acne anymore, but like in the past, I used to like not use concealer unless it was like a very prominent spot, like this one for example. I wouldn't have covered it, or I would have covered that but then not like my scarring. So I try to keep most of it out because I also find it looks way more natural, like as if you're not wearing it. Nothing wrong with wearing makeup to cover it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks a lot more natural because there's no reason to be ashamed of your breakouts. It happens to pretty much everyone. Nothing crazy, just like a little bit of coverage, especially because I have this one on this side. It's gonna look unbalanced if I don't put a bit on this side. Ugh, I'm also having a bunch of eyebrow acne. Does anyone else get that? Where it's literally inside of your eyebrow. Like, there's one right here and it hurts so bad when I touch it. It's just like such an awkward spot, especially this one, because like, how am I supposed to cover where there's hair? Quite difficult, but I do manage, which is why I do my concealer first and not the eyebrows. It's always amazed me, people who fill in their eyebrows before concealer. Even like eye makeup, I'm like, how do you do that? I mean, I guess to cover up or like conceal things, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit of this just for this little son of a bitch red spot. I know some people who will like leave it on for 10 minutes and not blend it out. I don't have the patience. Sometimes I find like not blending it out too much on the actual spot, but like blending around it helps. Okay, you can still kind of see it, but like it is covered. I also don't cover around my eyes. Not that I have like major eye bags or anything or like dark circles, but even if I did, I wouldn't. I think it just looks so much more natural. I don't like the brightened eye look on me. I don't like it, and I find it just always looks cakey for me. I can never make it look good, so I look maybe a little ill because of how pale I am, but it is a great base. Here's a little bit of a close-up, and then I go in, if I need to, I've had this for like almost 10 years, I want to say, and it's still very, very full of powder. But this is the Fit Me Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. I do have like little puffs. This one's dirty, it needs to be cleaned, but sometimes, I'm telling you, fingers over brushes for me. I'm gonna pat it like right into the spot and do the same thing that I did with the concealer, where I just let it sit there. You know, the 2016 makeup where you would put it like all along here and you'd let it sit, let it bake is what they would call it. I just find it does the job so well. Sometimes I will go in with the puff just to get, I don't know how, but it just also looks way different. And I personally like my makeup a little bit more dewy. I know some people really don't like that because they think it looks greasy. I don't know what it is. I just like how it looks for some reason. Maybe it's just because I have dry skin. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I just love to be like hydrated to the max and like look like I am. So I use typically the NYX brow glue. This is just the clear one. I really, really love my eyebrow shape. So half the time I'll just do this and call it a day, but I've been starting to fill them in to like match the color of my hair because my hair is dyed a lot darker than my actual hair color. So I find it makes my makeup pop a little more when my brows are darkened. It's funny though, because I used to really fill in my eyebrows and I stopped because I was like, I don't need to do it. And I was like really insecure about them at the time when I would fill them. So now I'm not insecure about them naturally. So when I fill them, I just do it to emphasize my eyebrows. You know what I mean? Once you put this on, your eyebrows are not moving. I guarantee you they are not moving for the rest of the day. This is a great product. So I'm gonna let that dry for a second so I don't like fuck it up. And actually for my eyebrow color, I use this eyeshadow palette, Revolution Roxy. Revolution has great eyeshadow palettes if you're ever looking for like very pigmented, like this has all the colors I could ever need, probably ever. And they have this like cocoa brown color. It's very dark brown, which is pretty much like my hair color. And I just use like a regular little makeup brush. Yeah, this is pretty much the only makeup brush that I use in my whole routine, which is kind of crazy because I feel like everyone uses so many. I just don't feel like washing them, okay? I just literally don't. Just kind of, I start off at the ends, like middle, I guess. And this is a newer incorporation. Is that the right word? Newer addition to my makeup, because I haven't filled in my brows in a long time. It just kind of gives them a little bit more shape and blends in with my hair, makes my hair look like it's natural, you know? And then I take a little bit up at the front, because the front usually would look lighter anyways because there's less hair. So you want the color to be thicker at the ends. You don't want it to be like blocky. Unless you do, then do it. But I had my fair share of blocky eyebrows that I just don't need that anymore. This eyebrow might look a little better. Fun fact, when I used to fill in my eyebrows, I would take the tail from here all the way down, and my friend told me that this girl that I went to school with was talking to her about my eyebrows and said, yeah, she does the tail way too long, and that has sat with me for the rest, it's gonna sit with me the rest of my life. But you know what, like, she saved me because I had eyebrow blindness. I did. I feel like you can't really see. Those are my eyebrows. Now I can probably pad out any extra powder. And I will say this doesn't always work. Sometimes it does leave like a little bit of a weird circle. But that's when I just go in and try to like blend it out. It's hit or miss with covering things up for me. So I'll just sometimes have to go in with a bit more concealer to like top it off. I have recently also added a little bit of like contour or bronzer, whatever you want to call it. It's not like I'm shaping my face as anything crazy. This is the Tower 28 in the shape Sculptino. I like cream products because it's easier to use with my fingers. So I just go in and I go a little bit, like you can see where my cheekbone is, but I go a little bit higher. Because it emphasizes it just a little bit more. Just above where I would like, where you would think to put it. I feel like it lifts my face a little bit. I blend up. It's nothing crazy. Because I'm very pale, so I feel like too much bronzer just doesn't look good, but it just helps give me a little bit of color. I love Tower 28 products. They have really good skincare, they have really nice makeup, especially their lip gloss. I get compliments on it all the time when I wear gloss. Like, this is my favorite one that I have. It's like a plum color. It's the shade Wild. Their packaging is really cute too. Every time I wear that, someone is like, oh my god, what are you wearing? Sponsor me, please. I love their products so much. Okay, and then I recently got their blush. This is Beach Please Magic Hour. I don't know what the shade name is. Either one. I got this one because it's a very natural looking shade. And again, I have very fair skin, so I feel like it just works better for me. So I kind of start off like in this area. Again, there's a lot of face slapping in this technique. My face might be a little bit more red because I was just doing that. I have very reactive skin. And then I've started doing some down here, like kind of like in this shape on my face. Apparently it's called boyfriend blush. I don't know, it's a TikTok name. Those are always weird, but very subtle. Just adds a little bit of color. Oh, actually I might do a little bit on my nose as well because I put concealer up there. I guess it's kind of dumb to cover up my red nose and then add blush on it later, but I have always done my eyes last. And I thought I was crazy because I feel like everyone and their mother does it first. But I do not. So this is a brown eyeliner from Rimmel London in Rich Brown. And this is gonna pull my look all together, okay? Take a little bit right in the corner, like literally the smallest amount, like that. Same on this side. And then the smallest wing, because I have pretty hooded eyes, so I find like doing long eyeliner just doesn't suit my eye. But I don't want like the super long line. I just need like a little bit. It kind of imitates like mascara. Or eyelashes, sorry, not mascara. I'm looking for a new mascara because I really like brown mascara and I've been using this Sky High, but I feel like it's kind of dried out now. Yeah, it just feels like there's nothing on there. So if anyone has recommendations, let me know. But I just got this like sample size of the Alia mascara. This is in a black shade, but if they have a brown one, I might buy it because it's really nice. Makes my eyelashes look really full too. And I love the wand. I don't like those thick ones. Like this is a perfect size. I don't curl my lashes because they're already really short and they're naturally just like lifted up because of how short they are, I think. So, and I'm also terrified of curling my lashes. I like the amount of times that I have poked my fucking eye out is insane. I'm very focused, if you couldn't tell. But anyways, the reason why I like brown eyeliner is because I feel like with brown eyes, it just looks so nice, which is why I use the brown eyeliner instead of a black. I do a little bit on my lower lashes. I might fix my eyeliner just a little bit more. And then pull it back out. Just like so. Now I could stop here and do my lips, but I personally love fake freckles. I wish I was born with freckles, but unfortunately I was not. There are so many cars driving by and it's so loud. So I actually use brow gel. This is an old brow gel that I no longer use. It's a tinted one. And I just use the spoolie that comes with it. This is Benefit, I think. And I literally take right from the tip and I just randomly place them. I know some people make them like very even, but if you want it to look natural, you have to just like randomly place it. But I just do that like this, and then I take my finger and just tap it because it'll print more along your nose and make it look very natural. And I take a lot. I find this makes a difference with fake freckles. I take some up here in the middle of my eyebrow because I find some people will just do it on the nose and I'm like, you can tell that's fake, which maybe that's the look they're going for, but me personally, I want it to look like these are mine. Tap, 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 take it down here. I will say in person when you're up close, this maybe doesn't look very natural, but like from afar in pictures and stuff, it looks really good. So I don't really care. I also take some like down under my nose kind of. It's always gonna look different every time I do it, but I don't really care. I'll show you them in the light. I hope my camera isn't blurring them out because I think this camera does do a little bit of blurring, which is kind of annoying. I don't know how to change that, but this is my usual lip combo. If I'm not doing this one, I'm using different colors. So I will show the other ones, but I just want a more subtle lip look. So this is the Soul Matte Morphe lip liner in the shade Whipped. I've practiced this a lot. I used to be really bad, and I still am. Just realized there's like a line of eyebrow gel. No talking when I do this. So when I do the upper line, I go in and I like shape it in there. Because I have a Cupid's bow. I've seen people do like a line in the middle like this. I don't know what that does, but I've been trying it. And then I kind of go like this, right in the middle. And then this is another thing I get compliments on a lot, is the e.l.f. lip gloss, or Reviver lip oil, sorry, in the shade Jam Session. It is so nice, and I love the applicator. Look at that, it's huge. And it's really hydrating too. Oops. Anyways, so the other lip products that I use, it's the same lip liner, but in the shade Compatible. It's more like a plum. And then the Tower 28 plum one that I showed. Like, these are really nice together as well. If you like a darker lip color. And then the setting spray I use is from NYX, and it's the dewy finish one. I really like the dewy look, so this one just really ties it together. And that is my typical makeup routine. I have a lot more products and like other lip products that I use, so I can always do another video where I like show all of those, but let me know if you're interested in that. So this is how it looks. It's just very simple. Don't mind my bangs, they're just not banging today. Yeah, it's nothing crazy, and it usually does look good throughout the day. The skin prep is so important. Like, I highly recommend if you don't skin prep properly and your makeup doesn't look good, it's your skin prep. You gotta do it. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and leave a comment because I love talking to you guys in there. So have a great day.